Yeah, man, it's the 9th of August 2022, and this is an update video. So I want to explain my situation and just talk about what's going on. So, first of all, I'm in Ohio. I'm from Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, but I'm in Ohio for a minute, and it hasn't changed anything with the gang stalkers that are on my neural monitoring. And if anything, the attacks are getting worse. And obviously, I'm not here for no reason, and they're hating me for everything that I'm doing with my life. So right now, it's the typical four guys plus one more that are on just about full time. So I don't really know who the fifth guy is, but he's one of the usuals that comes on with the other four. So you got Marcus, and then you got the one with the grumbly voice like that, part of the Howard Circle group. Then you got the guy, I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I really don't know who he is. He's been on my channel, one of the main guys for a decade. Full-time, all day, every day, out loud artificial telepathy with Marcus since 2017, the beginning of 2017, when Black James, Kimberly, and Emily got off my channel, and Antoine from Carter Court, and all of the rest of these local gang stalkers, when they started filtering off because I went public, and then they would just come and go now and then, and just they're doing their same things, but they're silent. A lot of people don't have the artificial telepathy where they talk to you out loud. It's broadcast telepathy on your neurological broadcast frequency. A lot of people don't have that. And that's one of the biggest things that can start to give you a lot of insight into what's going on, how it works, and who it is, and everything else. So, Black James, Emily, and Kimberly were the main three throughout like 2015 and most of 16, and the other guys were silent. Marcus was still on, but he's been on since 13, and he's what they call a torture monger, basically. He likes to get on broadcast and use his hologram broadcast that he's on mind control, living as connected to a broadcast. Like, so he's laying there like, or sitting there, and it's like out of it state physically with his physical body, but in his mind he is receiving. He's got a mind control headset on, and he's receiving the views and experience of a hologram broadcast that he is connected to and living as that's somewhere else, typically around me, typically physically attacking my body, penetrating into different parts of my body. So he's been on ever since then. And so has the older guy, thought maybe it was his brother, and then the grumble voice guy. I called him Ricky for a long time because that's who they said they were. That's who they said he was. And I knew that this guy Ricky was associated with his gang stalker named Tony Bruce, and all part of Robert Lackey's group. So I don't know exactly who he is either. The other guy, that's the fourth guy, he comes on. He was on a long time ago, all right, and then he's came back on about the time I started going to school. Close to maybe 8-9 months ago, he came back on full time, and he's been on full time ever since. And he's an idiot. He's the youngest of the four. The fifth guy, I don't know. He kind of comes and goes. And he tries to talk real mean and real high strung. He's older, I can tell, part of the Howard Circle group, and very violent. But the youngest one, okay, that came on when I started going to school, he's an idiot, okay? He's the one I call Birthing Yak, and sounds like Sam Kinison the way he talks. So I call him Sam Kinison Jr. He sounds like he's trying to push his vocals out of an overswelled, obese throat or something like that. It's just, he's a disgusting person, okay? And all these guys, really, the Howard Circle group, the Viva La Crucial, Robert's gang, and, Black James, Emily, Kimberly, all of these people that I've been talking about and I know some of them. I know personally some of them, and I know the girl that has my neural monitoring that collaborates with all these people, and these are people. A lot of them are long time drug addict, dope heads. They're mind control junkies. And I know a few of them, but I don't know all of them. Okay? And I know what kind of people they are. All right? And these people have been around. They've been around. Local. You know, I've been around the south side of Atlanta forever. And I've known some of these people for 20 years or more. Okay, way before this ever started happening. And I'm absolutely certain that, you know, they are people that have access to neural monitoring, and they use it for malicious reasons, conspiracy to murder, to intentionally destroy people, to profit off of doing live streams and putting it out there like a show. You know, and they aim to destroy people. They'll use the judicial system. They'll use the police. They've used everything against me, and broadcast torture is the main thing. But the younger one that I call Birthing Yak, he's came on when I started school. And again, he was on back in the day, but he came back. And he's the most stupid one with broadcast. He's the youngest one of the full-time guys that's on my channel, and he is the absolute dumbest one with broadcast. He'll sit there and just ooze bullshit in my eyes all day long, like hours and hours and hours and hours. And the thing is that when he's on, which is always now, Marcus, gang stalker Marcus, feels compelled to start to act stupid more than usual. So they're all on mind control together, and they've become influential on each other. So Marcus, like, he's the one who loves to do the girl voice. I've been calling him Castrata lately. That's my new name for him. I called him all kinds of stuff. Tranny boy was like for the longest time, because he loves to use stupid girl voices. And he's very violent. He's the one that's been attacking my genitals and my knees and broadcasting my mouth for a decade. Since 2013, he's been doing that, and he's going to pay the price for that. I promise you, boy, you're going to pay the price for that. That's my word publicly. But this other idiot that's on now, he just gets more and more violent every day, and the rest of them kind of fall in and just start acting stupid because, you know, I guess they got this idiot. There's part of the family, but, you know, he's younger than all of them, and you could tell because he acts so dumb. But the rest of them just start kind of acting dumb with him. They're not very intelligent people, and you don't have to be very intelligent to get neural monitoring. You don't have to be a super hacker to be able to do all of the things that they do. Once you have neural monitoring, you can gain access to a lot of programs and things to run while you're on broadcast that can get you into phones and computers and enable you to run live streams. And it's not going to be that hard to catch them up in all of that the more that I learn. And I'm going to start filing lawsuits against government agencies and individual people and companies. And it's all coming in the future, but I got to put myself in a position to be able to do this myself, because nobody's going to do this for me. And I will have to get lawyers eventually. But once I have what I need, the lawyers ain't going to be a hard thing to get, because they're going to see the potential of, you know, $1 billion class action lawsuit. And people that are using this thing to broadcast shit all over my face for a decade and attack my bones and my knees and my teeth and mutilation, bodily damage, they're going to pay the price for that. They're going to pay, and even right now, as I speak, man, I can feel shit all over my eyelids, you know, and it's like runs down my forehead. What they like to do is put a little broadcast guy on your forehead and run shit down your face. It is very annoying. And like I just took a shower, and it's like a relief, right? And they know what you're thinking. So, oh no, you're not having a relief. So, but it's a relief to take a shower and like get all the shit off your face, all the broadcast bullshit, because you can feel it. So there's some particle matter within this hologram broadcast stuff that they'll put on you and penetrate into your body and hurt you real bad. There's some particle matter within all of that. And so when you wash all that stuff off, it's a relief. And this idiot, the Birthing Yak, the younger one of the Matheny group, I can't even get through the shower. I'm still in the shower, and he's steadily putting shit in my eyes. So that's what's going on. And so I got 5 guys on, just about, well, 4 full-time and 1 that's on a lot of the time again. and they're doing everything that they can to try to hinder my success and to try to make me as miserable as possible. And I want a paycheck. I want a paycheck for every minute I had to deal with these idiots. That's what I want, and it's what I'm gonna get. All right, it's gonna come down to civil war in nations and towns over neural monitoring if something doesn't happen. And I don't want neural monitoring to be taken away. I don't, because I understand it and I understand how important it is. And I know that it exists and the capabilities of it. And you can't have government with a monopoly over neural monitoring and mind control. So these idiots are pushing it that direction because they're using it for torture and provoking war. And it's a real bad deal. It shouldn't be going that direction. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that I get tired of them stealing my joy, stealing my life away, my health, stressing me out all the time. I got to listen to these fat morons for forever, every minute of every day. The 4 that are on full time, oh, they ain't going nowhere. There, every minute I can count on one thing. I can count on them to be on my neural monitoring every day, all day, every minute. And they know every thought that I have, and they can see everything that I see. They know how I feel. If I was to plan anything, they know all of it. And I have zero privacy. I have zero safety. They plot, steal from you or to destroy you and send people out in public to do the street theater dumb shit. All of that, which is it's completely ineffective. Like, don't come near me with that bullshit in public. All right, don't, because it's not going to end well for you if you do. I'm at the end of my limits with this thing. So it's been a decade now. This girl that has my neural monitoring, conspiracy to murder, racketeering, all right? All of these gang-related criminal organization type of charges, and every dollar that you all you gang stalkers have ever had, plus millions and billions from governments and these big companies that are allowing this stuff to happen through satellite broadcasts and live streams over our phones, our services, our networks, our accounts, Facebook, Apple, Google, all of them. All right? It's all coming. It's all coming, and I'll lead the way. I'll continue to lead the way in patience, because it's going to be a process. They're going to hurt us a lot along the way because they're desperate, and we have to learn. You better be learning about computer programming stuff and network. If you can't, in 5 years from now, if you're still sitting there complaining about being targeted and you don't know about some network forensics or programming or database stuff and all the different network stuff and protocols, if you don't know about all of that in 5 years and you're still complaining, you're not on my team. Anyway, I'm done. Done with this little rant. It's stupid. This moron putting shit in my eyes, and I'm over it. I've been over it. They need the death penalty. Capital punishment is what they need, because they're parasites and a drag on humanity. They've never done anything with their life but try to hold back others. See y'all, man.